First up, the UEFA Champions League final delivered a shockwave as PSG absolutely dismantled Inter Milan in a historic rout. We've got the full breakdown of how Désiré Doué became the star of the show in this incredible victory. Then, we dive into the transfer market, where Juventus might just pull off a stunning move to block Inter Milan's plans for a highly rated Serie A defender, all thanks to a clever clause. And speaking of the Italian giants, Inter Milan and AC Milan are caught in the crosshairs of a major investigation concerning the sale of the iconic San Siro stadium. Finally, we wrap up with a look at Juventus's potential tactical play in the transfer market. Stick around for all the details and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
PSG claims historic Champions League title in stunning rout over Inter Milan. Get ready for a footballing upset for the ages. The 2020-2025 UEFA Champions League final saw Paris Saint-Germain achieve their ultimate dream, crushing Inter Milan with a performance that will be etched in history. From the moment the lineups were confirmed, it was clear this was no ordinary final. PSG, hungry for their first European Cup, lined up in a dynamic 4-3-3, built for intensity and speed, spearheaded by the electrifying pace of Ousmane Dembélé and Kvaratskhelia. Facing them was Simone Inzaghi's experienced Inter Milan, opting for their familiar 3-5-2, a formation that had served them well throughout the tournament. The stage was set at the Allianz Arena in Munich, with both teams aiming to end long waits for continental glory. But the match quickly defied expectations. PSG came out with an unparalleled ferocity, pressing Inter's defense from the opening whistle and creating immediate chaos. The breakthrough came early, with Achraf Hakimi finding the net after a brilliant decoy run from the young sensation, Désiré Doué. Doué wasn't done there. He doubled PSG's lead with a deflected shot that left Inter's goalkeeper Jan Sommer with no chance. The 19-year-old prodigy completed his brace in the second half, coolly finishing a perfectly weighted pass from Vitinha. The rout continued as Kvaratskhelia added a spectacular fourth, and substitute Seni capped off the night with a fifth, sealing the most dominant victory in Champions League final history. The football world is buzzing, with fans and analysts alike marveling at PSG's tactical masterclass and the emergence of Désiré Doué as a global superstar. Social media is alight with praise for Luis Enrique's vision and Inter's struggles to adapt. Don't go anywhere, because what Juventus might do next could shake up the entire Serie A transfer landscape. Plus, we've got major news regarding the future of the iconic San Siro stadium. Juventus poised to disrupt Inter Milan's transfer plans with a clever clause. \N\N, in a move that could redefine the transfer window, Juventus is reportedly ready to leverage a special clause to potentially snatch a coveted Serie A defender right from under Inter Milan's nose. \N, the defender in question is Tarik Muharemovic, a Bosnian international currently with Sassuolo. Muharemovic has spent the last 5 years developing his game in Italy, making the move from Austria to Juventus's next-gen squad in 2021. After leaving Juventus in 2024, he joined Sassuolo on loan, with an obligation to buy triggered by their promotion to Serie A in 2025. The transfer fee was reported at €5 million, but here's the crucial part. Juventus retained a significant 50% sell-on fee for any future resale. \N now, Inter Milan has identified Muharemovic as a key target to bolster their aging defense, with Francesco Acerbi and Stefan de Vrij expected to depart. However, Juventus's sell-on clause provides them with a powerful advantage. They can either sit back and collect half of the transfer fee if Inter buys Muharemovic from Sassuolo, or they can choose to enter the race themselves. By exercising this clause, Juventus could potentially sign the player at a 50% discount, effectively blocking Inter's move and adding a talented young defender to their own ranks. This strategic play echoes past transfer battles between the two Italian giants, where Juventus has often emerged victorious. /N, this development has sent ripples through the transfer rumor mill, with fans debating whether Juventus will make a move to outmaneuver their rivals or simply capitalize on the sell-on fee. /N, but that's not all the drama involving Italian football clubs. A major investigation is underway that could impact the very home of two Milanese giants. /N, and stick around, because we're also uncovering how Juventus might be playing a long game in the transfer market. San Siro sale under investigation. 9 individuals probed over iconic stadium deal, /N in a stunning turn of events. A significant investigation has been launched into the sale of the legendary San Siro Stadium, with 9 individuals reportedly under scrutiny. This probe casts a shadow over one of football's most iconic venues, co-owned by Serie A rivals Inter Milan and AC Milan. /N and the San Siro, officially known as the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza, is more than just a stadium. It's a historic landmark and a crucial asset for both Milanese clubs. For years, discussions have swirled around the future of the stadium, including potential renovations or even a new shared arena. However, the specifics surrounding its sale have now attracted the attention of authorities, leading to this extensive investigation. /N details are still emerging, but the probe reportedly involves 9 individuals connected to the sale process. The exact nature of the allegations remains unclear, but such investigations often center on potential financial irregularities, improper bidding processes, or undisclosed conflicts of interest. The outcome could have profound implications for the financial stability and future operations of both Inter Milan and AC Milan, potentially impacting their plans for stadium development and their overall club strategy. /N football authorities and fans alike are watching closely as this investigation unfolds, with many concerned about the integrity of the deal and the potential repercussions for the clubs and the stadium itself. The future of the San Siro hangs in the balance as the investigation seeks to uncover the full truth. /N, we're not done with the transfer market drama just yet. Juventus might be playing a very strategic game with one of Serie A's rising stars. /N, and you won't believe the incredible upset we saw in the Champions League final. Juventus eyes Serie A defender, potentially blocking Inter Milan's transfer plans. /N Juventus is reportedly gearing up to make a move for Sassuolo's highly rated defender Tarik Muharemovic, a transfer that could significantly disrupt Inter Milan's defensive reinforcement plans. /N this potential transfer is made possible by a specific clause negotiated when Muharemovic left Juventus for Sassuolo. After developing with Juventus's next-gen squad, the Bosnian international joined Sassuolo, initially on loan, with a purchase obligation triggered by their promotion to Serie A in 2025. The deal was valued at €5 million, but crucially, Juventus secured a 50% sell-on clause. This means that if Sassuolo sells Muharemovic in the future, Juventus is entitled to half of the transfer fee. /N Inter Milan has identified Muharemovic as a prime target to strengthen their backline, especially with veteran defenders Francesco Acerbi and Stefan de Vrij likely to depart. However, Juventus's sell-on clause gives them a unique leverage. They are not only entitled to a portion of the fee if Inter signs Muharemovic, but also have the option to proactively enter the race. By doing so, Juventus could acquire the player at a substantial discount, effectively 50% off the market price, thereby preventing their rivals from securing their target and bolstering their own squad. This strategic maneuvering is reminiscent of past transfer duels between the two clubs, where Juventus has often succeeded in snatching key targets. /N, this situation has sparked considerable debate among fans and pundits, with many anticipating a fierce bidding war or a clever tactical play by Juventus to outsmart Inter. /N, and you won't believe the massive upset that just rocked the Champions League final. PSG achieved the impossible. /N+. We've got breaking news about an investigation that could impact the very home of two Milanese giants. And that's a wrap on today's electrifying news. We saw PSG achieve an unforgettable Champions League victory over Inter Milan, Juventus potentially playing a strategic transfer game with Tarik Muharemovic, and a major investigation launched into the sale of the San Siro stadium. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for all your breaking sports news, ring the notification bell so you're the first to know, leave a comment with your thoughts on today's stories, and follow us on all our social media platforms for more exclusive content.